The ethics of taking someone's life. The whole concept of self-defense and being excessive are very, very important. Hello, everyone. Once again, this is Dare to Speak. I made a point about this already before. I did a video concerning the ethics of self-defense. When you take someone's life, when you have a gun, what's considered to be self-defense and what's considered to be excessive. And I made a few videos already, maybe, 5 at the most, maybe, on Kyle Rittenhouse, on what he did. And clearly, of course, from the video footage, it did show that he fired or used his weapon in self-defense. That is obviously, the case. That is obvious. However, what people fail to realize in a situation like this was a couple of factors. One, when he was attacked, when he was first attacked, they showed the video footage of him being chased, and someone from the crowd, I believe, someone fired 3 shots. Kyle heard it, and Rosenbaum came by, and when he threw something at him, and he went after him to take away his gun. Everything that led up to the point where he after he just killed 2 people, wounded a 3rd, and then he just tried to turn himself in. Now, if he didn't do anything wrong, there was no need for him to go back home to Illinois. He could have just went with a militia group, said what happened, and tried to turn himself in over there in Kenosha. But clearly he didn't do that. And another factor was, which is the most important of all things, is that he was 17 years old. He was a minor. He had no business being there. And he purchased a gun illegally. He bought it with his money from Dominic Black, who got the gun for him. He gave him the money. Dominic bought it for him. Bought the AR-15. He wasn't old enough to actually possess that weapon. Now, I don't know if he was licensed to have it or not. That I don't think he does. I don't know. But the fact was, in the state of Wisconsin, you have to be 18 years old to possess a firearm. Now, in this particular case, he was a minor, so he might get in trouble for that. He should get in trouble for that, actually. And Dominic Black is pretty much going to rat him out. because he's in trouble for it, and they might end up snitching at each other, for all we know. Most likely that's going to end up doing. Now, the point that I'm trying to make in this video is, if someone wanted to get away with murder, the best way to do that is to try to provoke a situation in which you're going to be attacked. And then when you are attacked, you're in the rights to defend yourself, and then you actually shoot and kill that person in self-defense. So there's ways of actually murdering somebody, provoking it, in order to make it look like self-defense at the end. Now, there's no video footage of him provoking anything. And of course, if there was, it would be confiscated. It would never be shown on YouTube. And if it was shown on YouTube, it would have been taken off. And the thing is, which is also very, very important when it comes to that particular part, you don't wander off from your militia group. And whether he was putting out a dumpster fire or whatever like that, he was by himself. And there was video footage of him just walking around by himself, acting like an authority figure. And you don't act like an authority figure like that. I mean, that's very stupid. Walking around by himself. Now, if he was with his crew, or if he was with a couple of people of his militia group, then that would be a different story. It was still wrong because he had no business being there. He was 17 years old, a minor. If he was 18, then I guess that would be different. But he wandered off by himself, and that would mean the whole situation, from my point of view, very suspicious. Now, he's not an adult. I don't consider him an adult. So what he did was wrong in that sense. What made it even more wrong is, in this situation, is how people started calling these protesters or rioters, because they did riot very badly and stuff like that, to call them like all these vicious names, calling them communists, and anyone who sides with them is considered a commie, and stupid things like that. I mean, that's very stupid. A liberal is not a communist. A liberal is not exactly evil. Now, there are radical liberals that take things way too far, and they would burn down buildings or smash windows from cars and all sorts of other things. You know, in that sense, there are liberals that just take things too far. But there's also right-wingers that take things too far. There's right-wingers that are very loyal to doing what they have to do, and I have nothing against those people. I think those people are pretty much decent in my point of view. But there's also extremists, right-wing extremists, that they just take things way too far. And there's some militia groups that are very truthful to what they say and how they want to defend their home or defend businesses. It makes sense, yeah. I have nothing against them. But it doesn't mean that every single one of them is going to be mentally stable. There's some that are just mentally unstable, and they may not have a criminal record to prove it. And any kind of information about them being unstable is going to be covered up. Just like I know it's not, I think it's kind of off topic, what I'm about to say, just like with the video that I said about the pit bulls, about them being dangerous and they should be banned. there's a lot of pit bulls that have been taken and moved around to different parts of the city or state or whatever like that, and there's no papers to prove that they're like troubled pets, that they were abused or the owner wasn't doing their job, and that dog ended up attacking someone and this and that. My point that I was trying to say is not all pit bulls are actually mentally stable. A lot of them are mentally unstable, despite the seemingly good nature of how playful they were with one person, and then they wonder why they attacked a little kid just because they got annoyed with the kids crying, and the dog got loose and then ended up attacking the little kid just because he got annoyed with the crying, or any number of things. They see a small animal and then just they want to go and attack it. I know this is a little off topic, but the point that I'm trying to make is not all people are actually mentally stable. Maybe this is not a good analogy. Maybe, I don't know, but the point is, it doesn't seem to me that this person, Kyle Rittenhouse, it didn't seem to me like he didn't have any kind of intent. There was intent. Maybe he had a very hateful feeling towards the protesters, considering them communists, and maybe if there was a way for him to have an excuse to shoot, let's just say that just being there, separating from his crew, from of his militia group, if he knew that walking 2 or 3 blocks down near where the protesters are at was going to provoke havoc, that would be the perfect opportunity for him to do that. If he's thinking to himself, I'm going to go over here and I know he's going to provoke havoc. I'm going to be chased. I'm going to be attacked, maybe even beaten to death, most likely. Now I have an excuse to shoot, especially so if someone tries to grab me. And then, yeah, you're going to shoot them, and it is going to be considered self-defense because they attacked you. Of course it's going to be self-defense. However, that's the perfect way to get away with murder. To go over, wander by yourself near at a certain area where you know you're going to be attacked. And he knew. In my opinion, I'm only taking responsibility from what I'm saying for myself. It's my opinion that he knew that it's going to provoke havoc, that it's going to have caused people to come by and try to attack him or whatever the case may be. And to me, I think that's more like a very fiendishly clever way to have an excuse to shoot people. Now, I know there's going to be people that are going to say that this is all stupid and things like that, but I honestly feel that what I'm saying is right. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Questions or comments, you know what to do. And this is Dare to Speak. And to all of you, take care.